Hello, Bonos. Welcome to episode 8. Just to bring you up to speed, I hope you enjoyed the game footage from our younger under 20 exploits. I know I mentioned about Greece and Italy's under 21 European Championships. I was going to do their last group games, but as it turned out, Nick and Custance, as some of you may have spotted from the latter parts of episode 6, they were actually on holiday, so they weren't part of either of the squad, surprisingly, considering they played most of the qualification. They weren't part of any of the senior side, youth international summer exploits. So I thought there's no point doing the games if either of them aren't playing. And as it turned out, both of them couldn't qualify by the third group game anyway. So as you can see, we're now in late May. We've gone a year forward. So I'm not sure. I think we should be 20 now. 20? Yeah. 2019. I can't remember. We'll find out in a second. One thing I'll touch on is the audio. I only listened back to it after I'd recorded it. So it turns out that the match engine was making, dubbed me out, basically. That might be a good thing for you boys, because could be worse than Michael Owen on the commentary scene, but I can rectify that for future videos on the in-play games by just unticking the match sounds. So that won't be a recurring problem. That's just a one-off for that episodes. Okay, do note that it is a World Cup year. We're now in 2018, so there's potential for World Cup games if we get there. Not sure as of yet who's part of any international setup, who's injured, but hopefully episodes 9 would be some World Cup stuff if any of us are there. Okay, so let's have a quick look, and believe we're gonna take it from the top. We'll start with, that's a point actually. I'll add Dr. Concentration, Chris. And we'll start from the goalkeeper. So I won't delve too much into concentration, but I'll just have him for comparison purposes. How do I add him to the shortlist? He's looking good though, but his concentration must have come down if I'd given him 20 though. Okay, so anyway, we'll go to the real shortlist, and yep, here we go. Okay, so I only ever concentrate. I don't try and look too much at the other profile. I don't want to spoil even myself, so I want to see everything for the first time. And I think the first thing that's jumped out at me is that Dr. Chris is at Man City, so potentially he's teammates with Connor if Connor hasn't moved further afield. Who says this game is unrealistic? Connor going from London to Manchester. But Dr. Chris, so his determination's gone down. I've noticed that. Reflexes gone up slightly, but he's looking decent. He's got 621 caps. Just his personal details. Touted as the next Shilton. I wonder what concentration Chris is touted as. But it's gonna be hard to beat out Joe Hart in this game. So he's one for the future, definitely. 725k. He's played a fair few games, considering he's very young. It's not 2 subs, so it's not often you get a goalkeeper making a substitute appearance. But yeah, I mean, can't read too much into his stats here, but at least he's playing for City. But that's probably why his determination's gone down. He must have been on the bench a while. That looks like a bit of a bargain though. Brentford not the best negotiators. Let's see if he's got any injuries. There's nothing that's going to have held off his City career anyway. I haven't ticked that for him. Achievements. So he's bought for 1.4. Named in Brentford seasonal. Yeah, so you boys, actually there was a 3rd and 4th playoff. So you finished 3rd in that under 20 World Cup, boys. So you got another little medal, I suppose. Okay, we'll do a little comparison with Dr. Concentration now that I'm here. So as you can see, reflex Pratt is better. Better one-on-ones, better at kicking, better at handling, better at first touch. Obviously much better on the reflexes. So Concentration Chris is at Southampton. He's had one less under 20 cap. It's actually shorter, so that's a disadvantage. I wouldn't have been able to control that. That would have just been random. Yes, Dr. Chris has a slight edge, but I mean, the goalkeepers develop so slowly that if he's not playing for Man City, he'll probably get starts with Southampton. That's one to keep an eye on. Okay, we'll go back, and then I think it's John next, isn't it? John's looking nice on the stats. His marking and tackling is coming up really nice technical ability. His mentals are only going to go up over the next 5 years. He's made his first senior start. Delighted to have picked up his first cap. Natural fitness is good, but considering that was his medium perk, hasn't boosted his other physicals and his work. So I'm a bit disappointed with his physicals, really. His technicals are awesome. It's brilliant. Because they should hopefully still continue to improve. He's still got another whole 1 year of steady development, and then you can still improve after 21, because you don't peak in the game, as you know, in real life till your mid to late 20s. But jumping, I suppose, is his weakness. Flair and aggression, that's fine. You don't really need flair as a fullback, so it's good. Look at his see what he's done for Tottenham. So he actually played less games, but still that's a decent amount for he's just obviously cover for their fullbacks, but that's a good average rating. He's come off the bench a fair few times, but so that's 11. I don't understand. It says 11 appearances, but he's had 8 starts, 9 subs. Maybe that's just the league. This is up here is just league. It doesn't factor in internationals. Europe. Okay, see his achievements. Got your first cap against South Korea, John. Got into the Prem Team of the Week as well. Well done, that's impressive. It's looking nice, looking like a top-notch Prem fullback. On 2.5 a week. Minimum fee release cost 83 million. That's ridiculous. See if he's had any injuries. I doubt it. Oh, he was out for 2 months. Ooh, that's a bad one. Knee ligaments. That's a bad one. So I mean, he probably would have played more games. A lot more. Well, maybe not a lot. Maybe 4 or 5 more. But well done, John. I'm injured again. Just injury prone. Bloody hell, that's really hampered me. I'm paceless. So I've got 4 international appearances though. Happy with that. Out of another hip injury. Check. Fullback, defend. Tackling's still decent, but I've not really improved, so I've got to feel I've not played many games again in this Real Madrid save. Yeah, my stats aren't anywhere near as good as John's on the technicals, and my physicals are worse. My mentals aren't amazing either. So I'm disappointed just with this to come down. I think that was higher in the last time I looked. See how many games I played. I'm still okay, but why am I not playing more?